He stepped onto the morning show set in his bright red MAGA cap, never expecting the host to publicly tear him apart on live TV before millions. With sneering contempt, she demanded they remove this fanatic from her stage, oblivious to the ticking bomb under her feet. But once the shocking truth of her random guest emerged, the media world reeled in disbelief. Care to see what happened when his true identity came to light? Alexander, a powerful Republican dressed in a pristine suit, wearing an expensive watch, and holding his favorite red MAGA cap, steps into the studio of the morning talk show. A sunrise with Emma. He notices the chaos. Assistants juggling microphones, 2 cameramen fine-tuning the lights, and the faint buzz of the audience behind a glass partition. Spotting his cap, the host Emma, sporting a sharp bob and bold makeup, casts a contemptuous smirk. She nods mockingly at the cap, quipping, "Well, you must be pretty daring to show up wearing that." Sensing the tension, Alexander merely lifts an eyebrow with a wry smile and heads for the guest chair, anticipating a fiery broadcast. The in-studio crowd, many already recording on their phones, eagerly awaits a showdown. The show opens with a lively jingle. The cameras zoom in on Emma, who greets viewers with a pleasant smile but quickly shifts to a cold, sarcastic tone when she turns to Alexander. She questions whether showing up with a MAGA cap is a blatant provocation. Staying calm, Alexander emphasizes that in a free country, everyone is entitled to their beliefs. Emma becomes more combative, cutting him off and labeling his views outdated. The audience senses the tension, with whispers circulating through the crowd and a flurry of tweets going live. Host goes off on guest in a red cap. Finally, Emma folds her arms and demands that her staff remove that man from my studio, insisting she won't tolerate Republican propaganda. The camera operators freeze. One keeps filming for archival footage. Alexander remains seated, wearing a faint smile, not uttering a word as he's humiliated in front of everyone. Backstage, the control room erupts in a flurry of activity once Alexander leaves the set. The producer, a tall man with glasses, stammers an explanation to Emma. Their random activist guest is actually a co-owner of the very network that airs her show. Emma rolls her eyes, assuming it's some joke. But her exasperated expression goes pale when the head of programming steps out to confirm, yes, Alexander makes key funding decisions. He's essentially the boss. A hush falls over the team. Some realize Emma has seriously overstepped. Others are curious how this will play out. Assistants trade anxious glances, an editor drops their tablet in disbelief, and the audio engineer is bombarded by startled voices in his headset. Emma tries justifying her actions, claiming she wanted a sharper, more provocative show to boost ratings. But no one seems interested in her excuses now. Everyone's eyes are glued to the massive monitor that just aired the show's closing credits. Minutes later, Alexander re-enters the studio. The dynamic has flipped completely. Now everyone's gaze is fixed on him, not on Emma. A thick silence hangs in the air, broken only by the faint hum of cameras still rolling. Maintaining his composure, he states, "I'm not denying your right to an opinion, but publicly humiliating a guest isn't acceptable." The producer announces management's decision. Emma is temporarily suspended, and the show's format will be re-evaluated. A ripple of applause echoes from the crowd, who seem to welcome some long-awaited justice. Visibly unsettled, Emma offers a halting apology, admitting she crossed the line. Meanwhile, social media buzzes with viral clips titled, "Host kicks out random guy, unaware he's her boss." In the end, Alexander extends a gracious offer. Emma can host a test episode where heated dialogue is allowed but without belittling her guests. Reluctantly, she nods her acceptance, managing a faint, uneasy smile. The studio applauds, and the Republican in the red MAGA cap proves that real strength comes from staying calm and fair, even when someone tries to shove you aside.